So I just got off the phone from my coach, Hugh, and we talked a little bit about something that's been very prevalent for me, probably throughout my whole life actually, but more so since I've been doing more of the work around talking and life coaching and stuff. And that's something called imposter syndrome. And one of the things that haunts me after talks and when I do my university work is just this feeling that at some point someone's going to come forward and go, what are you doing here? Or who do you think you are to be doing these talks? And it came about actually after one of my talks recently where I got my first piece of, I kind of like, I guess I would call it negative feedback. And I just completely hooked onto that and was just obsessed by it and thought, oh my word, she's seen me for who I am and I'm not a professional speaker and she's rumbled me. And it's kind of really stuck with me. But actually, talking to Hugh, I've realised that maybe it's just not just me and other people have that feeling. So I'm interested to know from you if you have that feeling about being a fraud or being caught out or in some way at some point someone's going to rumble that you don't really know what you're talking about. And I guess there's a correlation and that I'm noticing that the more I learn and the more I practice and the more I share, the more that feeling comes about. So it's almost like paradoxical in a way because it's like I do know some of the stuff that I'm talking about. I do know some of the things that I'm sharing, but yet that voice seems to get louder. And Hugh described it as the long arm that kind of reaches out onto your shoulder and pulls you back and goes, what are you doing here? So I guess I'm excited to share it, which is why this post might come across as a little bit of a ramble. But I'm just more interested to hear, do other people have that? Do you have that feeling of you're going to get caught out at some point, someone's going to rumble you and see that you don't really know what you're talking about when actually maybe deep down you do? It seems to me that we're all winging it a little bit, but we might all have that voice in our heads. I don't know, maybe it is just me, but I'm not sure. So feel free to comment, either send me a message directly if you want a private chat, or if you're feeling bold, then put it in the comments below and we'll talk about it publicly. I guess the more people that come out and say they've got that internal imposter syndrome going on, then we can all kind of look after each other. But thanks for listening anyway, and have a great weekend.